Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Pokemon Blue as we are in the Silphco building just trying to feel the place out because it's fucking huge. And we're kind of in a spot where there's a lot of different places we can go, and so we're just gonna take them one at a time, I suppose. We're gonna take this one. Have we been here before? This looks kind of familiar. But yeah, this goes right there. Okay, well, now we know. So that just literally goes like 3 feet down the way. Ah, okay, this is good. TM9. What is TM9? So one cool thing about this place is that there's a shitload of items in here. Takedown, okay. I mean, pretty much everybody can, yeah, everybody can learn that. But the question is who should learn that? Kimbo Slice doesn't, well, he doesn't really need it. Top and Arrow already knows it. What about Drain? I know Drain's got some stuff, but what else can we teach Drain? Sand, definitely take out Sand Attack. Totally unnecessary for it to know Sand Attack. Even though we'll probably eventually give it Surf, but we'd actually probably replace Bubble Beam with Surf, so I guess it doesn't really matter what goes on in that scenario. Okay, so let's get the hell out of there, and let's go upwards, since we now know where the other two seem to want to go. Oh yeah, we've got the elevator there. Oh god. Indigestion. Oh, there it is. I was waiting for something. We study Pokeball technology on this floor. Even though I'm not going to display any of it because I'm not allowed to, you know, steal them from you. It would actually be really interesting, especially on a floor like this where they claim to study that stuff. How cool would it be if they actually try to, you know, steal your Pokemon by trying to catch them mid-fight? I think it'd be really cool. I mean, are they going to do it? Obviously not. But I think that'd be kind of a cool mechanic where they can steal your Pokemon from you, and then you have to, you know, use one of your other starters to defeat them and try to get it back. So, and like, it also would give you the incentive to, you know, want to have more people in your party in case you're the type that just likes to try to sweep everybody with just like one guy or whatever. So it'd be interesting. I mean, definitely a concept I don't think they really you know, worked on heavily, and that's all right. I'm not gonna crucify him, you know, burn him at the stake like a witch over it or anything. But would have been a cool thing to have. And we'll effectively dispatch him that way. Everything's good. Pillsbury's moving along. Coughing. Now let's leave you out there. Yeah, I mean, you got the advantage, so we might as well let you have it. Oh, you know, I'm sitting here like still feeling really full. I had lunch. Well, I had a really late lunch. It was at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, so it was more like lunch, you know, slash dinner, but probably more so like, as my mom would call it, le din. That was always her word for combining the two. Because you got brunch, but nobody ever made a word like that that combines those two things. And so my mom came up with le din, which, not bad. Not a bad one, if we're really getting into it. Let's switch back to Top and Narrow. Still trying to get him his due diligence for XP in all of this. I'm gonna go for one attack. Is it gonna work? Probably not. I mean, is it gonna do a lot? You know what? If he's gonna do tackling, I'll totally give him what's coming. Just don't do. Okay, I was gonna say don't do Sonic Boom because I think that's actually like. I think that's like calculated damage. It's just like it's just standard damage the whole time. I think Sonic Boom does like automatically 20 damage or something like that. Okay, well he's hanging in there at the very least, so that's good. I mean, it's not ideal still, but I mean we're making it work. We need to bring him up here so that we can go down there. Show him a little respect. Oh, I'll show you some respect. When I blow you out in the face. I don't even know what I was trying to say right there. When I try to blow you out in the face, I really am unclear on what the definition of that actually is. but it's gonna stand right now. I mean, you know, we sent it over to the referee, and he called it safe, so we're just gonna do that. You took out my ice beam, you fucking piece of garbage. And with that, I'm gonna load you up with bubbles. Mr. Clean. He's gonna be stronger than I am. That's gonna be a problem. I don't think that ice beam really would have done a lot more anyways. You can't disable 2 things in a row there, buddy. And you might be a very smart man that uses, you know, high mental capacity for your attacks. But what you do not understand is that you may not disable more than 1 time. So you go right ahead and continue doing that, and then confusing me and whatnot. But I will win this fight. I will. Because I will employ the correct techniques necessary to down your ass and send you down to hell. But yeah, I was getting into the whole thing about food, and I read this article today, and it's baffling. It really is. It's a Pokemon report. 4 Pokemon evolve only when traded by link cable. You're not going to tell me which ones it is, but that's not important. It's another Pokemon report. Over 160 Pokemon techniques have been confirmed. That's at least some slightly better information. Who are you? What? There shouldn't be any children here? But yeah, so I read this article, and it is just unbelievable. Like, you almost think that it's not real just because of the nature of it, and that it's pretty weird. But, so I'm reading this article about this guy. He's a pretty big dude. He withdrew him? Mr. Mime, huh? Okay. Alright, that's fine. You want to do that? You can go right ahead and do it. Then you're gonna go for confusion, and I'm gonna come right out and punch you right in your mime dick. It's actually not too bad. But that barrier, though, oh boy. That's gonna probably cut that attack at least, probably in half. Yeah, pretty close. And then we'll just give him a slash. And slash is a pretty regular run-of-the-mill deal, but that'll get rid of the... that'll take care of it all. But yeah, so it's this guy that he went to a buffet. He went to a buffet, and, you know, people go to buffets, and they, you know, you go all you can eat until you can't eat anymore, and that's kind of the general concept of it, but a guy really went too far with that. I mean, he went way too far with that. This guy, this dude, he was already pretty large, but this dude went the extra mile, and I think that it was a pretty... okay, that's fine. It was a pretty bad idea, I think, on his part, because he didn't need to do this, but at this place, at this buffet, this dude consumed what the place confirmed as somewhere between 50 to 65 pounds of food. Over the course of 6 hours, this guy went to a buffet, and he was there for 6 whole hours, just doing nothing more than just consistently shoveling food into his head. I mean, I can't even fathom it. Like, you think about eating 1 pound of food, that is a lot of food. Like, you know, at places they'll sell, like, those 1 pound burgers or whatever. And you eat one of those, and you're just like, oh! This dude ate the equivalent of 65 of those! How do you do it? Like, where do you have the room in your body? I mean, they showed pictures of large guys, but I don't think that they were actually showing a picture of him, and there he goes. But you'd have to have just some seriously ungodly space in your body to be able to pull off something of that nature. We're getting in kind of weird. We're getting in kind of a weird place right now. This is not good. We're gonna have to be very careful about the way our next couple of encounters go. But yeah, so he definitely. So this dude eats, you know, just an ungodly amount of food in an ungodly window of time too. I mean, that dude's literally there like all day. And so when this happens, like the manager or whoever the dude is in charge that's on shift for that decided, hey, you know, this guy is like literally eating us out of house and home right now, so something needs to happen. And so this guy decides, you know, while this is going on, he goes over to the guy and says, look, you are gonna have to leave. I think the guy actually offered to, you know, not even have him have to pay for it. I think I read that. I could be wrong. But I think he's like, look, dude, you need to leave. You're literally eating way too much. He's like, I don't think I'm even going to charge you for it. You just have to get out of here, because this is getting kind of ridiculous, and I think that people are starting to get freaked out by it a little bit. Not to mention, you are just obliterating everything right now. Go on home before my boss gets ticked off. And so, the guy, you know, oh no. Oh no. I need to be able to get down there. How can I do that? There's got to be a way. Another way, particularly. Oh, no. Okay, can I do... Oh, I can do it from here. Okay, that's the way. I like it. I'm also gonna go talk to this guy. But yeah, so after this guy gets kicked out, he decides he's gonna sue the buffet because he felt that he was treated unfairly, and realistically, he probably was. I mean, granted, the guy ate 60 pounds of food, which immediately makes me think of the episode of Cat Dog where Dog gets kicked out of the taco restaurant place. I can't remember the name of the place anymore. And it's because he was just eating too much. and I just remember Cat's quote to him. He's like, "Dog, just because it's an all-you-can-eat buffet does not actually mean you can eat it all." And that's exactly what this situation is. It may be an all-you-can-eat buffet, but that does not mean that you should literally... Oh, no. It does not mean that you should actually commence in eating it all. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, look at that! Haha! The price is wrong, bitch! Oh, that makes me really happy. That makes me so happy that he blew himself up and I'm still standing right here. And then I get to plow on from here, so things are good. So he's like, look, you guys, if you guys are gonna pull a move like that, I'm calling Bush League on that, and I'm gonna sue you guys for $2 million. And so I guess that he's been, locked up in legal battles for a little while on that, and I guess more than likely there's gonna be a settlement because, that right there is a PR nightmare. It really is. Whether or not that guy was, morbidly obese and was eating you out of house and home does not mean that you can, kick him out just because he's doing that. I mean, you pay a flat rate to get in there, and nowhere has ever been outlined in a buffet that you cannot eat literally as much as you want. And this is a dude that had mentioned, he's like, I don't get out a lot. That's just part of the way it is. I don't get out a lot, and so when I go out to eat, I like to go to buffets. Because, you can literally just eat out whatever you want, however much you want of it. And so that's what I did. And, it's just crazy, man. Like, I remember a time I went to a buffet with like 4 or 5 friends of mine, and we collectively didn't even eat like 20% of what that one guy ate on his own. So that just conceptually makes my brain just swell and hurt really bad. Because... like, I just try to envision on like a standard table what 50 or 60 pounds of food looks like. Like, it almost would kind of remind me of maybe the proper comparison would be the scene in, what was it, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, I think it was, where there's like the super fat dude that was, oh god, I thought I already fought this guy. I heard a kid was wandering around. Well, I guess I'll take a crack at him then, see what's going on. I don't know why that's the voice that he has. Go on, Arbuck, see what's going on out there, man. Just very, very curious about this child's, battling acumen. So, you go around out there and try to strangle him to death, and, well, if it works, then we're in good shape. And I'm gonna give you the old, biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me, and I just love your flashy ways. And then something about eating dreams. That's funny. That's funny. I should rename Pillsbury to Biggie. I can totally do that if I want to, too. That's the best part of it. I'm not gonna do it, but that's funny. I forgot what I was gonna talk about now. But yeah, it's whatever. Okay, here we go. Yeah, but we didn't even eclipse like 20% of what that dude was eating. Oh, no, yeah, so is, yeah, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life, where, there's like the super fat dude that's just eating this one restaurant, like, pretty much just eating them under the table, more or less. And they finally bring him the bill, and then, they also bring him a dinner mint. And he's just like, I can't eat anymore, fucking piss off. And the guy's like, no, you must have it's just one more bite. And it's, you know, the little chocolate mints or whatever. And he's just like, all right. And he's like, feed it to me. And so the guy like unwraps it and feeds it to him. And he takes the one bite of that. He takes the one bite of that, and right after he gets done eating it, he just like totally explodes. He just like starts engorging everywhere. And then all of a sudden his gut just literally blows up. It just totally blows up. And like, you can see like his rib cage just blown open, and like the contents of his stomach just like spewed all over the room, and it was like landing in people's soup and like in people's hair and all over the place. And but like his heart's still beating. You can see it right there in the middle of his chest cavity just going. This guy's a fat ass. This is a nightmare. And the I think the best part of that whole thing though is when the guy brought him the mint, he gives him the mint and then he just sprints away and dives over the counter just because he knows exactly what he's done. He's like, this is gonna be really bad. I need to get out of here. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's dispatch this man rather quickly. As soon as we can do that, I think we're going to be just about good for the episode. Wow, that was much better than anticipated. And then the poison sting's down, but that doesn't mean cut is not. Fantastic. We're actually making do rather well. I'm still trying to find. I'm trying to find that that 9th floor lady that will allow us to rest up and heal everybody. I just don't want to have to use revives and potions when I can hold on to them and save them for later. I'm starting to kind of turn into a hoarder of those things. It's like, I could use them, but I don't want to. I just want to keep them nice and neat, you know? Keep them for a rainy day. Okay, so you're going down. Everything's all good here. I think that now that we have the card key, we're going to be in pretty good shape here. Oh, she's right here! Oh, that's wonderful. That is amazing. The most timely thing ever. You look tired. You should take a quick nap. Damn right. And by a quick nap, I mean I'm gonna hypnotize you and you're gonna fall asleep standing up. Alright. Even cooler that she says don't give up. She like totally knows what's going on in this building right now. And she's like, hey man, I know what you're doing. And, I mean, hopefully by the end of it all I get a nice severance package, but if not, well, you know, I'll test the unemployment line and see what happens. Alright guys, we're going to stop right here, because when we come back on the next installment of Let's Play Pokemon Blue, we're going to keep going through the Silphco building. Now that we have that card key, it really opens things up. It actually might behoove us a little bit to go down to the first floor and just start, you know, going through all of them now that we have the key. So we'll think about doing that. But until then, my friends, this is your host, LovelyCheesePizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and take it easy at the buffet, man. It's not worth pulling a Monty Python and having your entire body explode, and then you're left with the bill. It's really bad. Take care, guys. Bye.